Good morning, students. Myself, SJP sir, from Dr. AK Public School. Today, I am going to explain the geography's first chapter, Resources and Development, and the topic of this lesson is Development of Resources. Children, resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. Resources are very important if we want to maintain the quality of our life, if we want to lead a luxurious life, if we want to lead a smart life, then we should have good quality resource, and it is important for our survival. Otherwise, we cannot survive on earth. It was believed that resources are free gift of nature. In early time, people believed that resources are free gift because it is produced on earth. It is nobody's property. It is the property of those people who are living here. So, what was the result? Human beings used them indiscriminately. Many people who wanted to have everything, they started depleting these resources, and they also started to use indiscriminately without thinking anything. They started cutting, they started misusing things, and they started wasting them, and it led major problems. What are these problems? The very first problem was depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of a few individuals. Few people, they were so greedy to satisfy their greeds and become a very rich people. They started depleting resources, and it created many types of problem. Accumulation of resources in few hands. Few peoples, those who were rich, who had good social contacts, who had you know good relationships with higher authorities, they started collecting these resources. And what was the result? The whole society was divided into two segments. All over countries, whole society, it became segmented. It was divided. What was the division? The first segment was haves, means those people who had everything, every type of resources, and those people who have nots, means they were deprived of many types of resources. Or in other words, some became rich and some became poor. So the whole society was divided into two segments, haves and have nots, or rich and poor. Third one is indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crisis such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. When people started cutting this forest, when people started wasting this forest without thinking, without any planning, it created a global ecological crisis. All over world suffered for this, and there was crisis of good quality resources, and it created global warming. The content of carbon dioxide gas increased in atmosphere, and the result was global warming, means atmosphere started heating, and it started creating a many problem. Ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer, which is at the top layer of atmosphere, it started depleting, means it created hole. you know it was seen various holes in this layer, and ultraviolet radiation, which are very harmful to us, it started reaching to earth. And environmental pollution means air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, many types of environmental pollution took place. And land degraded, means the fertility of soil became low day by day because of misusing these resources. So we can say that an equitable distribution of resources has become essential for sustained quality of life and global peace. Means if we wanted to have good quality life, and if we wanted that our coming generation should also have good quality life, and there remained global peace in future, then these resources should be distributed equally, and it is essential for coming generation. So If the present trend of resource depletion by a few individuals and countries continues, means the way of using these resources at present, if it will continue, if resources will get deplete at the same rate at we are doing at present, then what will happen? The future of our planet is in danger. Our planet will suffer danger problem, means it is dangerous for the future of our planet is very dangerous. So therefore resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life. Means if every types of life should exist on this earth, then we should plan our resources and we should plan how much resources could be used. Means if we want to gift these resources to our coming generation, so definitely we have to do resource planning. And sustainable existence is also a component of sustainable development. Means sustainable existence means we have to, means all these life species should exist for our future generation, because it is a sustainable part of sustainable development. Means sustainable development will takes place when sustainable existence is there. So the term sustainable development comes, and if anybody asks what do you mean by sustainable development, so we can tell very easily sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment. Means whatever development we are doing, it should not damage our environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. Means whatever development we are doing, we should not use resources in such a manner that it become exhaust, and our future generation they just think it about this, they could not get all these things. So our development should be done in such a manner, it should be helpful for environment, it should not damage it. Along with that, our future, it should left for our future generations also, and so that their needs become fulfilled in coming days. To meet all these things, we had, you know most of the countries were worried about it. So but before we are coming on that topic, we want to make a activity. Children, this activity has been printed in your book. Imagine if the oil supply gets exhausted one day, how would this affect our lifestyle? Means if oil, oil are of two types, like edible, non-edible. Edible oil what we eat, and non-edible oil which is used as fossil fuels. Here we will talk about fossil fuels, that is petroleum, diesel, kerosene, coal, etc. So once they are exhausted, it is very simple that use of fossil fuels, these oils are in various types of machine, to run various machines, to run motorcycle, to run car, to run bus, to run tractor, to run railway trains, and to run aeroplanes, to run huge ships in sea. Everywhere oil is required. So when oil supply will get exhausted, then all machines will stop. They cannot perform work, and human being, they will go behind 100 years back. So it is really we have to conserve these oils, otherwise it will exhaust. So this was the activity you can do yourself. Second activity was plan a survey in your colony village to investigate people's attitude. Means you have to go and try to note people's attitude, try to search, make a research of people's attitude towards recycling of the domestic or agricultural waste. Try to know what people think about the use recycling of domestic or agricultural waste. They are interested in recycling of domestic waste or not, or agricultural waste should be used or not. Ask questions. What do they think about resources they use? First question should be that you should try to know about their opinion, their thinking about the use of resources, how they want to use these resources. And second question is, what is their opinion about the waste and its utilization? Means whatever wastes are coming from their agricultural area, so how they will use it. All these views you can make a collage for your results. This activity can be easily done by every students. Okay children, now we are coming to our topic, sustainable development. What efforts were taken by heads of different countries to meet this challenge, to maintain sustainable development? For this purpose, in 1992 June, more than 100 heads of states met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is a city located in Brazil. Here 100 heads of states were met and they started a meeting, and this was the very first international earth summit, and before that no earth summit took place. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection and socio-economic development at global level. This summit was held to address, to tell every heads of the countries about urgent problems. What is the current problem of environmental protection? And environmental is facing threat from various human activities, and so how socio-economic development at global level can be done. These were two topics which were discussed in this meeting. The assembled leaders signed the Declaration on Global Climatic Change and Biological Diversity. A declaration took place on global climatic change and biological diversity and was saved in a document, and all 100 members they signed over it. The Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development in the 21st century. So this Rio Convention, this assembly, it supported the global forest principles. इन्होंने ग्लोबल फॉरेस्ट प्रिंसिपल्स का समर्थन किया एंड अडॉप्टेड एजेंडा 21, और एजेंडा 21 को अडॉप्ट किया ताकि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट should be achieved in 21st century. Now we will come on Agenda 21. It is the declaration signed by world leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, which took place at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In 1992, this meeting was took place. That was UNCED, whose full form is United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. Means this was an assembly conference held to think about environment and its development. There was a declaration which was signed and it was named as Agenda 21. This meeting was held at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. What was the aim? The aim of this agenda was to achieve global sustainable development. Means they wanted to achieve global sustainable development. Means how these resources could be conserved, how they should be used as sustainable development. Means whatever developments we are making or we are doing, all these should not they should compromise with the development of others. They should not become a threat to the development of other segment of society. So it is an agenda to combat environmental damage. ये जो एजेंडा है ये एनवायरमेंटल डैमेज, पॉवर्टी, डिजीज थ्रू ग्लोबल कोऑपरेशन ऑन कॉमन इंटरेस्ट, म्यूचुअल नीड्स एंड शेयर्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज से दो हाथ करने के लिए, मीन्स उससे इस चैलेंज से, इसके चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए जो हमारे एनवायरनमेंट में डैमेज हुआ है, जैसे हमारे ओजोन लेयर में जो है होल हो चुका है, इसके अलावा जो है हमारा क्लाइमेट चेंज हो चुका है, पॉवर्टी बढ़ गई है, डिजीज़ेस थ्रू ग्लोबल कोऑपरेशन, और जो है बीमारियां किस तरीके से हम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर उसको जो है फेस करें, और एक दूसरे के इंटरेस्ट का भी ध्यान रखें, म्यूचुअल नीड्स, एक दूसरे की आवश्यकता के बारे में भी सोचें, एंड शेयर्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़, और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ को शेयर करें ताकि सब लोग मिलजुल करके इस अर्थ को सेव करें। वन मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द एजेंडा 21 इज दैट एवरी लोकल गवर्नमेंट शुड ड्रॉ its own local agenda 21. Decision was taken in this meeting that every local government should draw its own local agenda 21. Means every country's state government should also make local agenda 21 and try to face the challenges thrown by environment pollution.